Hello, TV land. It's your boy Freelancer, Joe, ready to once again get cracking. Welcome to you on this Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday afternoon, or whenever it is you decided to join me. I wonder if I should go into remembrance for the event that happened today, those years ago. Well, I believe I will let my backdrop speak for itself. I think we should all take a moment to reflect and remember, and then carry on with our lives, because that's what was disruption and destruction of that lifestyle was what was aimed for, and Freelancer Joe ain't letting that happen, at least not to himself. So, welcome, and I hope your day has been going well. My day's been going really, really well so far, too. A little crazy on the road this afternoon, even though it wasn't actually raining. Lots of people making those quick cuts on the highway. Not very good. It's kind of like if the road is flowing, people will actually want to mess it up for whatever reason. Your boy Freelancer Joe was always a bit of a misanthrope to begin with, but those kinds of things make me a little more misanthropic. That's a big word. I'm glad I learned that word. It really does perfectly describe me. Lots and lots. And lots of times. Yeah, humans. Funny thing. Capable of such great things, and yet so often wallowing in banality. Yeah. Well. Says the guy who spends a half hour every Friday recording footage of him playing video games, and then a half hour on Saturday recording him just drinking and babbling. Although I suppose technically I am babbling right now too, so yeah. Perhaps the banality is a common thread that unites us all. Anywho, so let's pick right back up where we left off, and where we left off is right where we will pick back up, because after the camera stopped rolling yesterday, your boy didn't really do anything useful as far as related to the code or doing actual work. I just continued converting my physical CDs into digital media. I'm going to say 2/3 of the way through. So I think I should be able to finish that all by the end of the week. I still actually have to go through the process of uploading it, and that's going to take a while. Let me see. Right now I'm at, I want to say 20 to 30 gigs total. So by the time I'm done, I might be pushing 40 to 50. Yeah. Well, let's just go with 40. Assuming my upload size is limited to 4 gigs in upload. I think it's 4 gigs. I mean, that's 10 uploads. Whoever knows how long that'll take. I'll definitely have to hardline it as opposed to do it wirelessly. That might take a few days. And then I can move on to my DVD/Blu-rays. And I don't have quite as many, but each movie is going to be like, well, for regular DVDs, it's like 1 gig. And it doesn't take that long to rip either, because I do it on this beast of a machine right here. But then the upload itself is also going to take a while. To be completely honest, I am going to have to basically forego the conversion of a couple of those titles, if not a fair amount. And to be honest, going through my collection, I'm looking at them, I'm like, I probably wouldn't watch this again. So I guess I can see it. Definitely all of my 80s action movies. Those are totally get ripped. All my Arnolds, and really, action movies is just Arnold. I mean, I like Die Hard, of course, Christmas classic. And I think I got lethal weapon. Yeah, I should have lethal weapon. At least the first one. The following ones were okay, I think. Let's see, we got 2 was the introduction of Joe Pesci. 3 was the return of Joe Pesci. That was the one with the cop killer bullets. And then 4 was, oh boy, 4. Yeah, I'm sure lots of people would find it really relevant today. Ugh. Ugh. Whatever. But the first one, sure classic. Love that one. See, what else? Let me... oh, yes, my anime collection. Oh, yeah. Specifically the Ranmas. Gotta rip the Ranmas. Absolutely. Married with Children. Definitely ripping that. That'll be good. Yeah, I love that one. I'm waffling on The Simpsons, to be honest. Lots of the TV series. Those are gonna take a while. So I don't know. Well, just prioritize. Definitely the ones that will be more difficult for me to replace. Well, we can get into the circumstances for that later. Anyway, right. So I didn't do anything useful code-wise yesterday after the camera stopped rolling. So where did we stop rolling yesterday? Well, we stopped rolling yesterday when I had just finished. Okay, let's see if my keyboard input is... No, it does it again. Watch this. See? See? You see that? Alright, let's hope the mic still keeps recording. When? Still recording? No, that's not it. Okay, there we go. There we go. We should be good now. Should be good. Let's see, light. See, light's still, and it's not blinking, so you should still hear me. Alright. Let's shrink mid down. It's hard to shrink such greatness. Oh no, that was pretty easy. Well, it's just a representation of my greatness. It's hard to capture my greatness. See, you see? What do you think? Is it the left side or the right side my best side, or are they all equally good sides? Alright, so I had, for my read demo lambda, I had gone ahead and kind of standardized how I want to handle the layout with just having the handler call the one necessary function it does, having all the functions broken out, standardize how I'm going to reference environment variables, as well as adding the necessary responses for cores, cross-origin requests. Let me see, same deal. Okay, no. So as for my contact email, all I had done was standardize how I was accessing the process variables. So let's take a look at breaking out these functions. And before I do that, let's go ahead and go to the particular lambda function within the AWS console. It bugs me that I didn't have Freelancer Joe on it. It's also kind of redundant since this is under my name. I haven't figured out a way how to rename the lambdas. I think I just have to delete it and recreate it. So, Alright. Oh yeah, and so this is the one lambda that actually has a trigger, which is the API gateway, which I constantly mention, and that basically exposes an endpoint on the internet that can be accessed, and that when it gets hit, it triggers a lambda. Okay, right, and this is the code as it is, and you can see how it's all broken out like that. And part of why I don't like it, I don't like really large. I don't like large blocks of code residing within one function, especially when these things are supposed to be lightweight. So, I mean, the first thing I could do, alright, is how to generate the body of my message. So how do I want to handle this? Or maybe the process of actually sending the email? Alright, so this can clearly be broken out into one function. No, if anything, the error function I can break out too, can't I? Alright, so let's break that out. We'll break out, it'll be very much like this. So we take the error function first. So here, we'll take this code. Well, the actual callback is here. And the reason I do this, as opposed to doing it, oh no, this is the actual message. All right. See, this is another thing too, right? So this code here, it says if not error, then process correctly. Otherwise error. Here I say if error, do this, then or process this correctly. So the order is kind of mixed up. If not error, I think that's a little more important. So let's go ahead and switch these bodies first. Alright, and then the actual call. Yeah, so I don't have the callback. I don't have the callback here. Passing the callback here. Passing the callback here. So if I say function send email, and I'm just thinking out loud. How to break this down? Actually, maybe dealing with the error first was the wrong approach. Do I want to pass in the event? So if I say function send email, pass in the callback, we're gonna go ahead and pass in no, I don't need that. What do I need? The email parameters. Okay. Email parameters. Right. so that's this entire block right here. Still big, but that's fine. Ugh. You feel those coming. Now I just need... there we go. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No, actually, yeah, that was right. Was that right? I think I was right. Alright. So we say SCS.send email with email parameters. Function error data. That's very similar, if not error. Set the response body. And we do the callback with the response. That's fine. I can take out this log message. Else we set the response body to, this is the failure, to this, do it 500, and we call back, so that's fine. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright, I see. Alright, so first, let's go ahead. This is how I can do this. So now we're going to go ahead and do on error callback for the error, and the actual error is this thing right here. So that's cool. This guy's const. I guess I can make it a constant. I mean, const. And it doesn't change, so that's fine. This is the callback error. Okay. On object comment, so this function is going to be function on email sent. Again, we need the callback. That's really all we need, right? I believe so. Yeah. Do I need anything from the... no. I don't believe so. Okay. And likewise, we're going to make this a constant. And we'll make this a constant. On email sent. I don't do anything with the data. I mean, I probably could. Actually, I'd have to look at the API to see what it returns. I don't really care. As long as it sent it, that's fine with me. Alright, so we've broken that out. That's fine. So now, so the two other blocks of code that I got to deal with are actually creating the email parameters, which is done here in read object. I mean, I could do that here. But the thing is, I also check to make sure that all the parameters are there. What's the correct manner of doing that? Right? I mean, send email, callback, eparams. Well, okay. Alright, okay, how about this? We're going to do function and generate email params. And we're going to take the event, right? And here's what we're going to do. We're going to return an object that contains a response code as well as the actual eparams. Just don't want to clean this up. It's still a bit hacky. In my opinion. Okay. Alright, so here so what I was doing before was I was setting these things to default values, and if these things were set in the event body, then I would go ahead and parse the body, store these things in these variables, and then generate the message. So what I can do, alright, so if we have an event body, which we should, okay, var eparams parameters equals name, email, subject, message. The Amazon editor is going to complain about that. So if we have an event body, and the event body is not undefined, parse the body, and if body.name and body.email and body.subject and body.message, that is if this body has a message, response code equals 200. Alright, so by default our response code is going to be 400. If it has these things, parameters.name equals body.name. I could probably do something with mapping keys and whatnot. But you know how your boy Freelancer Joe feels about being clever. Never works out for me. Okay, right. know what? Hold on, this isn't right. It's not parameters, it's the body. Body is really all I care about. No. Oh, no. Oh, Control Z. Body parameter. Mind is important too, and personality. Okay, so the body parameter. Ah, the hell with that. I'm even bothering with that. Body data. Body data equals an empty string. If we have these things, then body data is just going to equal name, email. Plus goes after, yeah, after. All right. There's name. Oh, I probably should not have spent so much time talking, or maybe I should have thought about this ahead of time. All right. Okay, so if there is a body in the event, and if the body has these parameters, we'll change the response code to 200, and we'll generate body data. Then on our params, we set the destination of that, body data to that, contact request by, aw, man. Yeah. Var subject data. That's going to equal an empty string too. Great. So we set the response code. Subject data equals parameters. No, parameters. It's not parameters. It's body. Body.name. Name. And then instead of saying that var equals that, we are just going to return this entire thing rather than create another local variable. Right. Okay. So now, let email params equal generate email params event if email params dot response code does not equal 400. That is, if it has all the fields, then we send the email. Otherwise, we're gonna send this missing field thing. And this missing field thing, I want to break out into a separate block. But I am just about out of time because I spent too much time blabbing. So I apologize for that. No. Thank you for bearing with me for my blabbing. Instead of apologizing for behavior, one should thank other people for accepting it. It's a slightly more subtle thing, I think. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me, and I'm going to wrap this up for now. We will pick this back up tomorrow because, yeah, I really want to finish ripping my audio stuff. So, I might tackle it later on. But anyway, we'll see. Anyway, so thank you for joining me once again. Cool kids words about liking, subscribing, commenting, suggesting. And then I hope you all take care, and God bless.